Big up, big up, big up, and welcome to the Reds Roll Call. I see Abdul is already ready and rocking. Big up, Abdul. And yeah, we're going to have some lineups, obviously, some updates. We'll have questions and predictions, of course, but definitely smash the likes as Heat has suggested and subscribe if you haven't. And join us in this journey to actually, make another version of a community in this this glory this great club that we have. And I am ready for this. I was just looking at some of the things that we have on tap today, and what is pretty wild about it is it's 18 games today. 18 games today. So it means that we will have certainly some upsets. We certainly will have some blowouts probably. But we'll probably even have some very competitive games. But it's a really mind blower, as right I'm sure supporter is saying. Yeah, if you are, I mean, this is like a if you're at home trying to watch this game, this is an absolute nightmare for you. But it is certainly something that is going to have some interesting conclusions that go left or right for some of these teams. Um, we are most likely going to be joined by, I think JK will be joining us today. I'm not certain, but I think that JK will be joining us, and possibly even Lee. But for right now, it's just you and me. So we are all just waiting for these updates to come out. Uh, I know that we are going to see some stuff that's going to happen. This is a weird one. I don't know if this is actually. I'm gonna share this with you guys. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but I know that we're going to be getting. We're supposed to be getting a new kit, and this is something that I'm not certain. Now, you can tell me in the chat if you've seen this before, or if you can confirm if this is realistic or not. So I'm gonna share this with you. Uh, Hold on one sec. Whoops, pushed the wrong button there. I'm gonna share this with you, and you can tell me definitely if this is real or not, because I saw this and I was like, "Wow, that's a sharp kit." It reminds me of definitely some of our kits of before. But is this a real kit? Have any of you seen this out? Is this a real kit? I was just wondering if it's a real kit. Should I get hyped about this? Or is this just, one of those concept kits or something out there that, you know, um, is more of what we'd like to see, but we're probably not going to see? Is that a real kit? I was just wondering if you guys have seen that kit or not. I know that I think we've already gotten our three kits out, but sometimes they bring out adaptations and different adaptations to the kits. So I was just wondering if you guys have seen that kit or not. You haven't seen it? Big up Cedric, by the way. Big up. Haven't seen it. All right. I'll show it to you one more time here. This is what it's looking like. I think it's pretty cool looking, to tell you the truth. You don't like it? Okay. All right. I got you. I got you. Red Armchair Support doesn't like it. I got you. All right. You know why? Because what year was let me pull down this real quick. Uh oh, that's next season's rumored third kit. Okay. Big up Trudon. Big up Trudon. Uh oh, you do like it. You do like it. I hear you. I hear you. My fault. My fault. Um I was just wondering if it is. That's cool, Trudon. Thank you for that bit of information. I saw it online and I was like, is this gonna be our kit? I'm like, that's pretty tight if you ask me. Um it's trying to think of what year that was. Hold on, let me pull up uh there was a year that we had that kit. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. Um, yeah, 2011, 2012. Thank you. Thank you. Big up, True Don. Once again, on point. Big up, big up. Exactly. Let me see if I can show you which ones that we were both talking about. 2010, 2011. That was that. Was that 2011, 2012? It was the one with the checkered kits. Those are cool. Anyways, they're teasing us. I know they're teasing us. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Trying to make us giving us I think they're putting out little feelers, they're putting out little feelers basically. Definitely little feelers. That wasn't that one. Anyhow, how you guys? You're good with kits. Big up, Trudon. I like it. I like it. Oh, you know what? This is here. Let me show you guys real quick too. So you guys don't think I was going crazy. Um, this is the kit this is the kit it reminded me of. Third, yeah, exactly. I was just about to show you this. 2020, 2021, the checkerboard, exactly, Trudon. I was just about to show you that one. It reminded me of this one right here. Let me see if I can add this. It reminded me of that one. So the Nike brought out the Nike. Adidas are hitting home runs with these kits. They are. They are. They definitely are. They're doing a good job, to tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. I like the classic Adidas symbol opposed to the three stripes symbol, but that's just me. Maybe I'm just playing it little homes, um, little like old school settings for me, so it's all good. But we are about an hour and 20 minutes away from kickoff. We got 18 games on the docket. Obviously, this game is huge for us. Drifty does. I know that Drifty does wear that kit a lot. Yeah. Um, I thought that's what they were going to do. I don't know if you remember, guys, but there was the year they had the what people were calling like the McDonald's kit, I guess you call it, which was like that. It had just the checkers on the collar, so it was like I think that was like the 21, 22 kit. Here, let me show you that. Um, it was this kit right here. I'll tell you the truth real quick before I even get into conversation. 2021, 2002, you can say what you want about Nike. I get it. I get it. But these two, this kit was the kit I was talking about, the yellow one. I didn't necessarily like that one per se. I didn't like the red checkers around the collar and around the sleeves. But this kit to the left of it, the ivory one, this one right here, this was easily one of that was one of the best kits I've seen. That was with the collar. I'm still trying to get that kit, by the way. I'm still trying to get that kit. That's how much I like this kit. That's how much I did like that kit. That one was definitely tough. I have the home kit, the red one, but I don't have and I didn't like the yellow, but I definitely wanted that. The cream one was like the ivory. They don't even call it. I forget what color they called it, but it was like an ivory one. That one was a tough kit. Tough kit. But anyways, we are. Oof, that's not good. You got to be careful when you do when you do wash your jerseys. Definitely. When you have your kits, you got to be careful. You got to turn them inside out. You got to. I wash them on delicates. No, because it's delicate. It's a delicate thing. You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess up the printing and all that stuff. It's tough. It's really tough. But anyways, we are not too far away from another Liverpool Anfield nights, European nights. I'm going to ask the chat, how are you feeling about this one? I see Lee Wizkid, shout out to you. Trudon, Red Armchair supporter. Hashin Farsi is in the house. Big up. I said Abdul was here early from the gate. Cedric, what's good? What is good, my friend? how are you feeling about this game? Are you optimistic? Are you feeling like this one should be like, an easy matchup, or are you feeling like this is going to be one of those where we have to tread lightly? What are you feeling? How are you feeling? Red Arm Transporter says he's feeling good. He says we're better in Europe and that he's optimistic. Okay, I got you. Definitely got you on that one. How are others feeling this one? Yeah, definitely, Lee Wiskett. Definitely. You got to do this when you're washing your kits. You got to put for some reason you got to turn them inside out, or the lettering will come off. I don't know what it is, but what it is, but that's certainly true. Um, yeah, the red one with the kind of like uh, I don't know what they were, like lightning bolt-ish or electric lines, something like that. Cedric says, unless there's wind, Redford. I know. Some of the Reds on the pitch are probably hoping that it's not a windy one. But let's see. Cedric is nervously optimistic. Okay, nervously optimistic. I got you on that. I don't know. We're better in Europe, so should be a win. That's certainly true. That is absolutely true. I don't know why that's the case, or I do know why the case. Personally, I do have a theory as to why that's the case, but um, but I am very, very optimistic to see what we end up seeing be unfolded here for us. I'm just going to go to Liverpool FC and this uh, get an update if I can for us, or at least get it ready for when they do announce the teams. Because we are live. Oh, they have announced the teams, actually. I'm going to put the team up that they've just announced. Open image. Here is the lineup, or at least the starting lineup for us today. This is the starting lineup for us today. We got Ali, we got Verge, we got let's see if I can try to put them in order for you. Ali, Frimpong, Verge, Gravenberg. Oh my goodness. Agent Cody, I see you, brother. I see you. But whatever you have on Arne Slot, it must be some good dirt, because you definitely get the hookup on starts. Um, it looks like it's going to be Ali Frimpong on the right. It'll be Gravenberg most likely in the right center half position. It will be Virgil next to him, Robbo. It'll be let's see. It'll be McAllister in one of the pivots. It will be Dom in the other pivot, I guess, and then I, hmm, Dom and I guess Dom and Maka in one pivot, and then in front of them will be Verts and Cody, and then Salah and Eketike. Big up Sheba. Big up Sheba. I don't know why Endo isn't playing, to be honest with you. Once again, going with two goalkeepers, but Marmadashvili, Woodman, Endo, Kirkez, Chiesa, Nioni, Nalo. Nalo gets a shout. I thought he was already on loan, but I guess not. Morrison and Rio. So 4 youth academy players, along with Chiesa, Kirkez, Endo, being the only 3 choices on the bench that aren't youth academy players. This is certainly unsettling. Certainly unsettling. Um, I don't know what that's all about, to be honest with you. That is certainly something right there. Um, no depths, no depths. So let's play our run into the ground DM as a CB and run him into the ground. And those an actual sack. Yeah, I understand that, and I don't understand why we're not playing him in that role. To be honest with you, I do not understand why we're not playing him in that role. Um, let me see too. Um, let's see if I can get a virtual um, presentation for you here. So basically, with this lineup, because I don't think we're going with the 4-2-2-2 in this lineup, and that's why I was confused as to what we would be doing. Trudon saying he would have played Nalo. Um, if we don't sign someone, Sheba's going to crash out. Okay. If we didn't need, if we don't need Grav in the 6, rest him. Yep. 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 Let me tell you this. Let me show you this one then. I'll show you this version of the lineup at least. Share this tab. This is what they're one of the Sofa Score at least is predicting is going to be the lineup or the way that it's going to unfold. It's got Frimpong, Grav, VVD, and Rabo in that back line. It's got a pivot of Maka and Dominic Szoboszlai. And then it also has let's see that 365. It also has in front of there Cody on the left, Verts in the middle, Salah on the right, Ekatike in the center forward role. I am going to say that Jones is not on the bench. Actually, you're right about that, by the way, Bonkers. Shout out Bonkers. Big up. Hope that you're well. Jones is not on the bench. This is the bench, actually. This is the bench. Like I said, once again, going with two two goalkeepers, going with 4 youth academy players in Nalo, Neoni, and I'm saying youth academy players respectfully because I know Neoni and Rio have made the jump to the senior squad, but they are, freshmen. Let's call them that. Let's call it freshmen on our senior team. So Nalo, Neoni, Morrison, and Rio are the 4 youth academy or freshmen on the senior squad, and then you have the only optional substitutions that are senior players for us are currently Chiesa, Endo, and Kirkes. Those are the only 3 options that we have on the bench. I don't know how to necessarily react optimistically with that. I don't know what's going on. Just a good question as to what's going on with Jones, considering he's not on the bench. I would also say it's a good question because we do know Leone's out, Bradley's out, Isak's out, Bashetic obviously knows out. Kanate obviously is a player unavailable because of he's going through the grievance. And Chiesa is wait, is Chiesa out? Isn't Chiesa on? Chiesa is on the bench. On here, Chiesa being out. I don't know why they would have him out, to tell you the truth. He has been listed on the bench. So SofaScore must not have updated their injury and suspension list because Chiesa was listed as Hyler put in there as an option for us. So, um, you know what's crazy about that Trudon Jones on his way to Spurs? I'll tell you what's wild about that. A I did see like you all know, I do watch Lawrence McKenna pretty much a lot, or not a lot, but pretty religiously. So, and I saw that he said that apparently, this is what he's stating is the rumor. Apparently, Curtis Jones is asking for 200,000 pounds a week, or somewhere in that range. Curtis, is that where the market is today? Is that where the market is? Mark Gay, he can get 300,000. Curtis Jones can try to demand 200,000. That is wild, wild. Let me see. Would like to see Chiesa and Rio come on and cook. Oh, that'd be fantastic. Cedric says, "Oh, look, what a surprise! Two goalkeepers on the bench." Exactly what I said. Exactly. Sheba is saying, "Hopefully Jones isn't Spurs bound. Wasn't that in the rumor mill? It was." Laughing out loud is Red Armchair supporter to the 200K. I think I can check for you on that one on what his actual salary is currently. Um, let's see what it is real quick. Hold on, because I do have a decent resource to pick up on what salaries are. Um, Currently, Curtis Jones. This is not um this is not, I wouldn't say verified, or this isn't necessarily uh been verified yet or not, but the reported number that Jones is on is 50,000 pounds a week. He's reportedly on 50,000. I thought it was low. It was low for a while, but he did re-sign he did renegotiate something to his contract recently. Um Yeah, three, like, well, recently being 3 years ago. Um, but yeah, he's got 2 years left on his deal. 2 years left. We do have quite a bit of people that are like, in need of figuring out what we're gonna do with their deals. And when I say 1 year, I mean this is the last year that they're in, and then 2 years, meaning they have this year and next year will be their last year on their contracts. 1 year left on 1 year deals now are Bo, Ibu, Woodman, Reese Williams. I think is pretty much a done deal that he'll be moved on from. A bunch of youth academy players like Mabaya, Davies, Stevenson. It's a shame. I like Lucas Stevenson. I think he's a good player. I know he doesn't make any money or anything like that. There's nothing crazy, but I think he's a good player. Lewis Kumas, Owen Beck, and then on 2 year deals, meaning they have a year and a half, I guess you could say, left on their deals. They're coming up on the last year of their deal. Next year would be Salah, VVD, Ali, Joe Gomez, Wataru Endo, Curtis Jones, Bashetic, and Simicast. Definitely, definitely. Out of that group, who are your top three priorities? I would say who are the top three signatures in that list? If you had to pick three names, who would be your top three priorities to get re-signed in the in this upcoming summer window? That's a big question. I think Hyler saying Curtis Jones is absent due to illness. Okay. I don't think Dominik Szoboszlai has 3 years left on his deal, but Dominik Szoboszlai is in current negotiations for an extension to his deal. I do know that. Um, so is Gravenberg. What's crazy about it? Why I think there's no rush. This is why I don't think there's any rush personally to get rid of Chiesa is because Chiesa's got 3 years left on his deal. He's got 3 years left on his deal. Big up John Conway in the house. Big up. My red. Good to see you. Yeah, just wondering who you guys thought is a necessity on that list. Think I think if anything, with 2 years left, I think I mean, do you decide is your top 3 priority Salah, VVD, and Ali, considering that they're on 2 years left in their deal or 1.5 years left in their deals? But it's a lot of money, 50 and then 150,000 for Ali. He's not the highest paid goalkeeper, but he's one of the highest paid goalkeepers in the league, rightfully so, I think as well. Um, yeah, Curtis Jones, 200K. If that's what you're asking for, good luck to you, brother. Good luck. The necessity is extending anyone so we don't have to go through the blackmail that they'll go through, I guess, is what Lee Wiskid is saying. Lone Sheep says Dom, Grav, and Ali are his top 3 priorities. Okay. Going to be a long 3 years for Chiesa. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. It'll be a long 3 years for Chiesa. Let's see. Anyone else give it? Lee Wizkid, I think, is talking about Dom saying extend him, make him the next vice, and promise him the captaincy. Okay. All right. I almost rather see McAllister get a vice captaincy, but that's okay. That's just my opinion. I don't mind Dominic Szoboszlai getting a captaincy. I could almost see the next hierarchy being um, somehow McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai being captain, vice captain, whichever order you want to put him in. I think that would be a fantastic competition when it comes to presenting our club. I say that because you know why I would just like to have some like external link to South American players, and that's why I'd say McAllister having a South American as your vice captain. It could be like some type of maybe some type of linkage to that market, but that's just me. Shout out JK joining us. Big up JK.
Bless, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Just seeing this lineup and getting the reason of the group. Philip is in the house. Big up Philip, by the way.
Bless up, everyone. Yep.
Let's see. I don't know about that, Lee. I don't know about that. I get what you're saying. Everyone's got trials and tribulations going on in their lives and likes. It's not an easy place to be. So that's a difficult question to answer. Go all in, yeah, certainly. Big up. I think I said hello to Lone Sheep, but if I didn't, hello to Lone Sheep as well. How you feeling about this lineup, my friend? I was just showing apparently Curtis Jones maybe picked up a little illness. Maybe it was too windy for him or something, I guess, maybe, or something on those lines.
Mm-hmm.
But and got a case of the sniffles. But yes. Okay. Let me show you this lineup here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you the lineup. this was the lineup that we are seeing. It looks like we're going to be going to a 4-2-3-1. That's at least what I'm reading on this as well. Sofa score is set the same, but because I was trying to when I was looking at it, I was like, the back four says itself somewhat. Obviously, without Endo in the lineup, you definitely are going to probably utilize Gravenberg as a center half. And then and what I wouldn't mind seeing, by the way, I know people aren't really bullish on Gravenberg being the center half. I get that. We would prefer him in a midfield role, but I will say that I hope Gravenberg goes on some, let's call them Matt Tip style adventures. Maybe that's the whole reason why I thought he could be a DM. To tell you the truth, is because I was looking forward to seeing him, take those long galloping runs that Matip would do for us from the center half role and and basically stretch the defense because of that. But the back four, Robbo, VVD, Grav, and Frimpong. I was trying to make out what we would do in the, because I know we're seeing a 4-2-3-1. Yesterday, I did put it out there too. I did put it out there. Big up Hylor, by the way. I don't think I said hello to you, Hylor, and big up Eric. By the way, too. I remember saying this to you guys yesterday, even the day before that, but especially yesterday in the two segmented previews I gave. Yes, this does look like it should be a 4-2-3-1. And I'll even make the image larger so you can see what I'm talking about. It does look like it's going to be a 4-2-3-1, like they're suggesting. And we have it that Qarabağ plays in a 4-2-3-1 themselves. However, would you be okay if we came out with this back line, Ali and Dom in the pivot, and then we did something different maybe? And this is just me speaking, off the cuff. Put Florian Wirtz on that left side of the box, put Mohamed Salah on the right side of the box, and play, like I suggested maybe yesterday, Cody and Hugo as our front two. Could that be something that you could wrap your head around? Or do you definitely think we're going to go to a 4-2-3-1?
Yeah, I think they're going to do the 4-2-3-1 thing.
Okay.
All right. Thing is, with them quality players in that squad, bro, there's so many formations and things you can do with them. So, yeah, at the end of the day, clean sheet, goals, get ready for Newcastle.
Yeah. Just get a goal and hold it down, and then let's keep it moving. Basically, is what you're trying
Yeah, simple, bro.
to say. Okay. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to give a different idea of it. I'll give you a visual as to what I'm trying to say to the people out there that are wondering the madness that I am talking about. All right, I'm just putting it together here. Rob, Frimpong, Ali, put and put Salah in there, and then we will see. You'll see what I'm speaking on. And that way, you keep. I might even go like this, to be honest with you. This is what I mean. Oops. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this to cooperate. All right, here. This is what I was thinking of when I was referring to this lineup. Tell me if you guys were I think the only reason why I'm saying this is because we tend to have more productivity. We tend to be more aggressive, more progressive with a 4-2 or 4-2-2, if you want to call it that. Um, and I wouldn't mind seeing something like this simply because you could in this formation, you can maybe have Dami Sabasli provide cover for Salah. You could have also you'll have two tall, large, targets in the middle, being Cody and Ekitike. I know not everyone loves Gakpo on the right, but he does. He has played there before. Um, you still keep the connection of Ekitike and Verts together, that 1-2 combination with a little bit of coverage from McAllister on the left. You can have Robbo bombing forward occasionally, even Frimpong bombing forward to provide more width to the situation. It would be an interesting way of going about it. I think, at least if it was that way. Yes, no, you agree or no?
Moment.
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Um, oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that about your loss, Lee Wiskid. Um, what Lone Sheep is going 3-0 Liverpool. He's going to check in after the match. Big up, Lone Sheep. Does the lineup change your prediction, by the way? Does the lineup change your prediction in today's game?
Not really, bro. No.
Okay.
Opposition, the sort of players we've got should be a 2-0, 3-0 score.
Okay.
But you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You just don't. Let me see. Where did I put that? Yeah, there's a bunch of games too today. Any changes in your scores, definitely get them in now if you do think it's going to be changed up. Tell us now. Tell us now. Eric's going for a 3-1. Okay. Got you. Let's see. Let me find the other one I had. Just looking, I did have my picks for the games too, by the way. I'm just looking to see if I can find them. We have 9 players out today. Still no updates regarding Joe Gomez and his injury. Just that it is a knee injury. That's not good. I thought it was a hip injury, but if it's a knee injury, that's not good either. That is not good news, especially considering the issues he's had before with it. Let me give you guys a little taste of what they are going to have as. Not certain if Norm is at the game or not, but they do have some cool cool photos I'd like to share with you guys. Let me see. Here it is. hello to Ethio. Let me show you this right here. This is the program for today's game. This is the program for today's game. 3-2. Cedric still has it. 4-1. Hugo with a brace. Dom and Salah get goals. Bonker said someone in the LFC stream said Jones is sick. Yes, and Hylor I think said that too. Oh, shout out Jean Gray in the house. Definitely shout out to Jean Gray. Much love to you all. Much love back to you as well. She's not looking forward to the madness again tonight. I hope they found something in themselves tonight. She's got it down as a 3-1 win. Here we go. Oh, for sure. I'm hoping that we can I'd like to see us definitely get a clean sheet today, but I know I've seen a lot of people have us predicting that we'll concede a goal here or there. 2-1, 3-1. I've seen a lot of those scores being offered as scores. We do have, like I said, a lot of games on the docket for today. Oh, this is why I couldn't find it. It's right here. Do have a lot of games on the docket. And I do have quite a few scenarios. There's different ways, different games that have different teams vying for their berth into the playoff round. We do have different keys to people trying to play their way into the top 8 or even hold on to the top 8. And that would be us actually trying to hold on to the top 8. Do you have okay. I don't know what's going on there, but I would say that JK, you with that's right.
Again?
I was gonna say oh no, I was just gonna say that we are 45 minutes in, so I was gonna try to get this Champions League predictions in before we get too hunkered down with time on time to not be able to do it. Because there are a lot of games. There are a lot of games here. All right.
Start from the top
then. Yeah. Let me also do one more thing here. Let's start from the top. All right. All right, let's do this. Barcelona versus Copenhagen. It's a big games. Match day 8. Newcastle could move out of top 8 because they could move up. I think it's saying they could move up because they have PSG. They do have a very big game, but that game is at PSG. We'll get to that prediction. Barcelona versus Copenhagen. JK, what do you got in that game?
4-1.
4-1 Barcelona, I assume. Okay. I have Barcelona in that game too. PSV versus Bayern Munich. I'm going to be honest. I have this game as a draw, but what do you have it as?
PSV 1, Bayern 2.
Barca 3-2. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game then. Copenhagen coming out to play, huh? 2-2. Bayern. Yeah, PSV. Bayern. That's exactly the score I have, Jean Gray. It's on the same wavelength. I like that. What's your prediction? If you want to get scores, you're more than welcome. If you want to just you can get the result. Go ahead.
PSV 1, Bayern
PSV?
2. Yeah.
Wow. Barks 2-0. I got you. All right. Man City for hosting Galatasaray.
That's going to be Man City 4, Galatasaray 2.
Oh wow, you're dropping scores and stuff in them. You're going bold with your predictions.
Uh-huh.
All right, all right. Um, 2-2. Bayern 2-0 to Bayern, says Red Arms Sports City in that one. All right. We all know our picks for Liverpool games, so I'm just going to jump to Atletico Madrid versus Bodo. Can Bodo get a second win in their run? Last time Bodo did play at home. They're now at Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have in this one?
Atletico 3, Bodo 1.
Okay. ATL Madrid, Letty 4-1. I got you. All right. 4-1, 3-0. Arsenal hosting Karat.
Arsenal 3-0.
Okay. Wow, by the way, Nigel coming in hot. 5-0. What's 5-0? He's saying Reds. All right, my red. All right. That's some comments. Big up Nigel, by the way. Gene Gray's got 4-0, 7-0, 7-0, Eric. 7-0. Which was that for Arsenal? 7-0? Bonkers has a 2-0. All right. You'll have to tell us which 7-0 game that is. 7-0, which game that is for Eric. I'm just curious. Arsenal. Wow. Okay. Wow. Benfica versus Real Madrid. This is at Benfica. Obviously, Jose Mourinho is going up against his former player, by the way. He coached Arella at Real Madrid. What are you going with?
What was that game, bro? What game was that?
Benfica versus Real Madrid. Yeah. Trudon, you got 2-2. Benfica Real Madrid 2-2.
I'm going 1-3. Benfica 1. Madrid 3.
Okay, so you're going Real Madrid. Okay. Trudon going with the draw. All right. Everyone else going with Real to get that one. Napoli versus Chelsea.
3-3.
Got a draw in that one, huh? Got a draw. I have a draw on that one too, to be honest with you. So, Chelsea, Napoli 1-0. Napoli 3-2, says Gene. Hyler's giving us an update. Chelsea saying a 60-word statement that a mutual agreement has been reached for Raheem Sterling to leave 18 months before the expiration of his contract, or an expiry of his contract. Sterling is now free to sign for any club. Well, I know one club that should not try to sign him. 2-1, Napoli, McTominay. Okay, I got you. How about for Monaco hosting Juventus? Monaco hosting Juventus. I have Juve in this game. Going with a little Weston McKennie. Who do you think is going to be the 2-2? A lot of Desmonds out there. All right.
Yeah, I'll go 2-2 as well then.
You're going to Desmond in the Juventus game?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wow. Monaco. Oh, this one's got everyone split. Eric's got Desmond, Gene's got Desmond, but Bonkers has a 2-1 Monaco, and Trudon has a 2-1 Juve. Okay. I'm by your responses, I'm going to figure out, because I'll probably have more than one game on at the same time. The streaming service I use, they allow you to have 4 different games in 4 different boxes on your screen. So I'll be doing that today, watching our game, obviously, but also keeping an eye on other games that I'm interested in. 1-1 says Red Armchair Supporter. All right. Taki is technically still playing for them, but Taki unfortunately has a very, very serious knee injury. Unfortunately, it's one it's knocked them out of World Cup contention to play in the World Cup. It's heart wrenching to hear that. Taki is definitely a beloved Red, and at least from my perspective, I believe he's a beloved Red. I've always had a soft place in my heart for him. Big up Desmond Tutu, yeah. Frankfurt versus Tottenham. Frankfurt versus Spurs. What are we thinking about that? Jones is apparently sick, Ash. He's apparently come down with some type of illness that kept him from today's game. But Frankfurt, Spurs.
2-2.
You think a draw, huh?
Mm-hmm.
People are going 2-1. Red Armchair Spurs said 2-1 Spurs. Bonkers 3-1 Frankfurt. Spurs 2-0. Frankfurt 3-1. Wow, another split game. Another split. All right. I like it when people are he's got half going this way, half going the other way. It means it's probably gonna be a good game. Let's see. Villa have re-signed midfielder Douglas Luiz on loan from Juventus. The 27-year-old returns to Villa Park on a temporary deal with an option to buy in the summer. Okay. 2-1 Frankfurt. Got you. PSG versus Newcastle. That's going to be a big game. Big game for Newcastle. Very big game. Let me also I'll bring up the table as well to show you guys what they're playing for at least. Let's see. Second standings. All right. Geez, there's so many on here that it's tough to sometimes get the table all in one thing. PSG. What are you doing with PSG? PSG.
I'll go with a 3-2 PSG win.
Okay, 3-2 PSG win. All right. I'm going to share with you guys this too. This is table that you're looking at. This is the table. This is the table. You can see some of the teams: Barcelona, Sporting, Man City, all with stuff to play for. City, Atlanta, Inter, Juventus, even Dortmund have reason to play. Obviously, this is like the bottom half of the knockout. All these teams have reason to play. All these games are reasons for people to play in. But all right, PSG, you have it. Let me get back to this. You have PSG over Newcastle. How about Bayer Leverkusen versus Villarreal? Bayern Leverkusen versus Villarreal. Whatever team I say first is the home team, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Just so you have
Bayer Leverkusen 3-2, bro.
Okay. All right. He's got JK rocking out with some classic music in the background. Okay. USG versus Atalanta. USG versus Atalanta. 3-1 for Arnie's favorite team. I know. That's a good one, Cedric. 1, 2. Is that to 1-1? Everyone's got. Is that USG Atlanta? Atlanta 1-0. What do you have for that one? 1-0 Leverkusen.
USG Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. USG Atlanta. You can if you want. Yeah, I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go 1-3.
Atlanta.
Yeah, 3-1 Atlanta. Yeah.
Athletic Club versus Sporting CP. Sporting CP. Athletic Club versus Sporting CP.
1-1.
Draw on that one. All right. Atlanta 1-0. Would you, this is a question for the panel here. Would you, or even the chat too can get in this one. Would you, JK, or the chat have taken Oscar Bob?
I haven't really seen enough of him to say yeah or no, bro.
I guess it depends on what the price is.
He's on to Fulham. Yeah.
Yeah, he is on the phone. Yep. Very exciting player. Oscar Bob, impressive business by Fulham. Fulham's trying to make some moves. They're trying to make some moves here, which is interesting because I don't think Fulham is. He went for 27 million. Thank you, Gene Gray. 27 million for Oscar Bob. It sounds like it's a good price for Fulham. I think City wouldn't let us get him for 27 million. I think they probably would have tried to get, up the price for for us to be at 35 because sometimes rivals don't really sell their players, especially to each other, but if they are going to sell their players, they definitely put a little bit of a tax on top of it. I don't know if Oscar Bob, all players healthy on our squad. I don't know if Oscar Bob really gets into our lineup, to be honest with you. But he's a good player. He's a good player. For that price, yes. For that price, I probably would do that. All right, we got 4 games left. Ajax Olympiacos. No, I get you, Gene Gray. I definitely get you on that. It is a little bit of a head scratcher.
Go 2-2 there. Yeah.
Okay, 2-2. 2-2. Got you. Yeah, Adama Traore is off to West Ham to reunite with Nuno. I know, exactly. That's an interesting move for him and for West Ham, to be honest with you. To see if they can stay out of relegation. 2-1, 3-1, 2-0. Ajax. All right. You have Ajax as a draw, right, JK?
Yeah.
All right. This one's going to be a game that I thought was going to be interesting. Dortmund versus Inter. That one's going to be a tough one to pick, I believe. I'm sure, if you look at 2 teams, obviously Inter is the better team of the 2, but Dortmund is at home. And that yellow wall is something to certainly fear. 3-1 Dortmund Bonker says. 3-1 Inter in Hash says. 2-1 Inter. What do you have this as?
I'll go 3-3.
Draw. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. All right. Draw at home. 3-2 Inter, says Philip. All right. The last 2 games on here are Pafos versus Slavia Prague. Yes, Dortmund is home. That definitely. I mean, that changes. It definitely. If it was at Inter, I'd pick Inter all day. But it's just the sheer fact that they're at home. It does make a real big difference. I do. I'll announce Tyler's stat. I like that. I like that. Pathos, Slavia Prague, 0-0. Bonkers is saying 1-1. Jean Grey is saying. What are you saying, JK?
1-1.
Another draw. All right. All right. And finally, Hash got it 1-0 Prague. Okay. Slavia Prague's a good team. They are a good team. Underrated team, I would say. Put it that way. Club Bruges versus Marseille. Marseille needs to definitely have a bounce back game. Is Club Bruges where they get it?
Club Bruges 3-2. Let's go with that.
Wow. Okay. Club Bruges. Was not expecting that one. 2-1 Marseille. 2-1 Marseille. Got you. Says Jean Grey. By the way, this is some transfer news. I'll tell you this. Ricardo Pepi is a very, very talented player, by the way. 2-1 Marseille. Jean Grey says 2-0 Marseille says. Ricardo Pepi is a very talented player. He is working his way back from a knee injury, but Fulham have also made a bid worth £28 million for PSV striker, PSV Eindhoven striker Ricardo Pepi. The USA international has scored 11 goals in all competitions this season. It is understood that PSV are considering the latest offer for Pepi, whose contract runs until 2030. That is very true. Very, very true. Ricardo Pepi, a striker that we were possibly looking at one point, by the way. He was reportedly on our radar. Fulham is making a lot of moves right now, a lot of moves. And for all those that were laughing at me about my Robinson, my Jedi Robinson, his name's Anthony, but his nickname is Jedi. For those that were making fun of me about that, hey, on ESPN FC, they did a whole feature on the possibility of Robinson to Liverpool and how Robinson should consider this move, considering that this could be the opportunity of a lifetime for him to go to a team on the level of a Liverpool. Whether it is as a starter or as a backup, it doesn't matter. He would be someone that you could definitely rotate in, considering that Kirkez is still adjusting and adapting to playing, the rigorous schedule that a Liverpool team will normally face off in. So, yeah. Who knows? I like Jedi. I think Jedi would make good competition for Kirkez on the left side. But we shall see. We shall see. Like I said, there are a lot of different, excuse me, a lot of different games that are on the bill. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to crash out. My thing is acting all types of slow today. Again, before we bounce out, what is anything you'd like to share with the chat before we bounce out? It's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to halftime to game time. A lot of games on the docket. Like I said, I'm trying to get a little leave so I can make it to my supporter pub downtown Phoenix, Crown Public House. I don't say that because they don't give me free Carlsberg, unfortunately. But that's just a shout out to show the love for the supporter group that I'm going to go hang out with. What is it that you'd like to say, JK? Anything that you'd like to say before we part ways with the roll call and let people get to their games?
Yeah, for sure, bro. I enjoy the game for sure. Let's just wrap it up with a nice win before we play Newcastle that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, we have basically after this game, I'm hoping that we can get through this game healthy. You know, no more injuries or anything like that. Get through this game healthy. Obviously get through this game with a W would be ideal. And hopefully it's an entertaining one for all of us. Hopefully it's a game that sees a little bit of, players kind of getting their groove back. Whether that's Salah, whether that is Cody Gakpo, maybe. Players that we definitely are going to have to utilize. Eketike certainly getting a goal would be nice. Just getting players into that groove would be nice. And getting a clean sheet, I think, would be fantastic too. I don't think a Qarabağ should have the prowess to score against a Liverpool at home, at least at Anfield. We saw what they did to Manchester City, but that was at their home. This is now our home, and we have to treat it as such. Make it a fortress once again. So, because we're going to have Newcastle, we're going to have Manchester City, all coming to the fortress that is Anfield, coming up in these games ahead of us. So, definitely try to. This is Gene Gray is saying, try to enjoy the game, everyone. Definitely, I would agree with that one too. I don't know where Fulham is finding all the money, to be honest with you. Definitely meet us back after the game. It won't be immediately after the whistle blows, but we will be doing a post-match reaction. As soon as I get back from the pub, I will definitely conduct a post-match reaction, and hopefully you can join us doing so. It'll mean something that you guys join us on that. Hopefully with the W. So before my internet acts any more weird and wonky, because I see it like freezing up a little bit, I'm going to say be safe, watch after each other, obviously, and enjoy yourselves out there. Enjoy the game, enjoy the moment that you have to experience it. And as always, my friends and family out there, up the Reds each and every time. We'll see you back on the other side of the game. And definitely be safe and see you soon.